Alright, here is the engine out of my 2001 9.5 Aero wagon. So that's here. I was doing a head gasket job on it, and going to put everything back together when I noticed that this guide was loose. And so I didn't want to do the you can do it in the car, but I didn't feel like doing the whole timing chain in the car, and so I just yanked the engine, and I found, obviously this guy is broken. This timing guide is supposed to sit on that stud there, and it appears that the balance chain doesn't have a ton more to go, so I'm going to go ahead and just replace the balance chain and all new guides all over. And I found this one was broken as well, so there's a piece sitting in the valve cover. So that's what I'm going to do, a little video on how that's done right now. I've actually got this crankshaft locked in top dead center. Got a lock on the flywheel. We'll go ahead and start taking these pieces apart. Try to keep track of it. But so this one, not bad shape. That probably could have been reused. The grooves just barely catch with my finger, but I've got a new one, so no problem. We'll take out the tensioner, but I'll take the rest of it off. Okay. This guide right here is not held in with a bolt. It is just pushed in there. All right, and then we can go ahead and pull this one, which is basically in complete pieces. So this piece just came apart. I can remove the idler. So these two are the balance shafts, and this one's just like an idler. Now it's a pretty simple thing, just to remove the old balance chain. So you can see pretty clearly this this mark vertically on the top of each balance shaft ring here, and then directly down from the top right here there is a notch, and that notch is really simple to see, and that lines up with that notch in both cases. There was obviously the problem that I had, was that piece is gone. It broke right here. It is pulling this guide off. Now this chain was rolled in not too long ago, so I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to replace it. There's plenty of spacing left on the chain tensioner, the timing chain tensioner, that way. And so the way this goes on is it just goes just like that. I believe these have a specific torque rating. Should probably look it up. Oh, gotta pull that sprocket off in order to do that correctly. That's how that should go. Proper. We're just going to run with it. Not that one, because I have it locked in on top of it, so I can tell pretty easily which one it is. Right? Yep. That will probably make the difference. That little piece there. Oh yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. That's right on the money there. So both timing marks, I was looking, down through here to access one, right on the money, and then with this guide, I was pulling it straight out, but with that guide, this one is right on the money as well. And so you can check a tooth to either side, but if it's that close, you're good to go. And then this guide, goes like this. And then we have the tensioner, again, that goes with it. And it can only fit one way. It notches in there and it holds it pretty securely. But you can't push it in like this. If it's 180 degrees and it pushes in freely, that's bad. So rotate it 180 degrees. It should stop. 90 degrees, push in, and you'll hear a ratchet. But so I got to find a little paper clip to go in that hole, or a push pin. Either one will work, and then I can put that together. All right, so again, I'm going to want to push down, and then I've got a needle to lock it into place, and you can feel where it is when it goes in there. All right, go ahead and slide this guy on, and then put these. Let me check. I'll be right back. All right, and then when we remove the pin, if I can, and that guy operates as it should. And there should be a little bit of flex, but just a little tip, what you can do is if you ever drop the sump, which is down here, you can actually put your finger up and feel the chain. And so there should be some slack on this side. You should be able to depress it. But I guess a visual inspection of how far out this this tensioner is probably the best bet. So, but that's the balance chain. It's on, and I'm going to put the cylinder head on. I'm not going to rotate the crankshaft yet, but when I put the cylinder, because it's locked in at top dead center from the flywheel, and so when I put the cylinder head on, before I put the engine back on, I'm going to rotate everything, and then I can check timing on everything and make sure, even while rotated, it's still in great shape. All right, that's the video on the balancer shaft chain.